Rita appears.
What's with you? First you're panicked, now you're laughing.
You're pretty moody yourself, Rita.
You're not really one to talk, Carol.
Just shut up. I'm so glad we found you here. I mean, I gave up going back to the capital, so even if you had visited me, I wouldn't have been there.
Oh, how sweet, Rita. You were gonna go visit Estelle.
I wouldn't go to the capital just to visit someone. I mean, I have to report my findings on the air clinic. I just thought I'd say hi or something.
I don't know. That sounds like an excuse for a visit with Estelle to me.
You stay out of this.
Oh, come on. We're all together again. Let's just be happy about that.
Yeah, the 6 of us. On that head, and I take the lift. Well, cooking for the laborers morning at night. Oof. So you pulling like double duty then. Think I'm slacker? Oh, I bet that's... Construction must be finished in under a month. You plan on disobeying too? Never been good at taking orders. I'm good at taking heads. Ask where to go. Oh wait, you can't.
I'll make this quick.
I forgot. I took his ass out. Lens. 68 hundo. All the same ones? Okay, I thought it was like a letter. Thought we had like different letters or something. Boom. Nicely done. Holy water.
These are the threads that weave our future.
Stat boost. Yeah, keep learning stuff. I have to switch stuff again, Aaron. You come this town because you heard you become the ability too? Oh, wait, you're not who we're looking for. Okay. Still, all the same. Skip the small talk. Shouldn't you be heading back up there? Yeah, I gotta tell my friends I'm okay. Thank you. You may have spared him from the truth now, but he's still gonna find out sooner or later. What are you talking about? Just don't have the time for a long conversation right now. It's not like I care anything, Babaka. Yeah, we're down here to save everybody, not just one guy. I shut down the whole operation.
Look who's here.
And a group of those red eyes.
Looks like Hugh has become their new client.
Hey, do you think that guy who talks all funny could be the Red Eye's boss?
It sure looks that way from here.
Get to work! No slacking off, you worms!
There's Teagle.
Look, it's Teagle.
If it's money you want, you'll have more than you can use. Now work! Work!
Wait,
I'm just gonna talk to him. I'm just gonna talk to him. Shing. I'm just gonna talk to him. I'm just gonna talk to him. I'm just gonna reunite him with Rigo. Right in the 5 head.
Yuri Lowell, what are you doing here? Princess!
You have no right to call yourself a knight. Brute force is not the way to honor the prestige of the Empire. Put down your weapons now. You will also release the people you have tricked into coming down here.
This all might be easier if such a naive little princess were to simply disappear. All of your utopian ramblings make me sick.
That's not the kind of thing someone with delusions of becoming Commandant of the Knights would say.
It's you!
You'll be all right now.
Jaeger, get rid of them.
Ja, my lord. Nothing personal, you see? Just business.
So is you with the creepy guys. What was that? Tiffany? Thought that said like Tiefling for a second. Oh, cool scythe, bro. I got 2 enemies to lens. Oh, I'll wait a while till I use the next one, so I can put my shit. I think you're going.
I gotta try and keep up.
That's one. There's a lens, bigger. 200. Oh, you're wide open. Good job, Rapid. Beating up your boss. Got him. Now for your underlings. Some of you got sealed? Oh, you did. Alright. In boss fights, I'll let you item up. Normal ass enemies, we should be fine. Oh shit. Back up.
Don't overdo it.
Now we just bum rush this guy. Back up so I can hit you some more.
How could the Empire cover for such evil?
We can't just let it go.
We gotta catch him.
Well, there was like a way to like continue that. Like, I feel like Yuri would have like a down stab or something like that, or shit that can like hit him off the ground, just like. Eliminate them before they become a problem altogether.
I must admit, you're very strong.
Sir Cumore, it's the Flynn Brigade.
Flynn!
Well, send him away.
We tried, but he insists on coming down to perform an inspection.
That lower quarter lout, he simply has no tact.
Gosh, Drat,
Yes, Jaeger.
Oh,
This is our time to shine!
I think we better be making the escape, yeah?
Ah! What is this? Please, step this way.
it's a smoke bomb, Doomkov.
Move! Move! Time to get a move on!
We'll get you next time.
Gadget.
What an original line.
Yeah, seriously.
If we don't follow them, they'll...
Wait! Our job is to rescue Teagle!
But... I don't know whose job is what, but are we following them or not?
Everyone freeze! That's enough!
Hey, just in time.
Yuri?
Can you get up?
Yes.
Sorry, but it looks like something's come up. You'll have to head back by yourself. Say hi to the wife and kid for us.
I will. And thank you.
So we are going after them.
Yeah, I'm sure Flynn has things under control here. Sound good, Carol?
Yeah. Plus, I think Estelle's gonna take off after him any minute.
Sorry.
She's looking antsy. She's like, we're gonna go after him.
Jeez, we're going after them, right? So let's get going. All right.
Yuri, wait!
Gotta run, Flynn!
Want to heal and restock items first, but
Lady Estellise, this journey is far too dangerous for...
dude, you know she's not gonna listen. She's got too much of Yori influence.
I wonder why my bag works so well when I hit enemies with it.
Huh? You don't know how your own bag works?
Yeah, not really.
Surely the bag just has a high level of air conductance.
Air conductance?
It's a measure of how easily something carries air. The air produced when you use strike arts must be easily conducted through that bag.
So that's why enemies get weaker when I hit them with my bag?
Exactly. It's the same as with my belt. Different people have different items that carry air for them more easily.
Wow, interesting. Thanks, Rita.
You sure don't know much about your own possessions.
I guess I better take good care of my bag.
Is there like whatchamacallit? We're using items as the conduit to fight things sometimes. Nah, they closed up shop. Gotta press on. Okay. This all new. Gotta map us out and look for new place.
The sign of victory!
Yeah!
Yay!
You got pretty good.
Oh, you're doing it now. Yay! Slushalinko.
I feel his power!
Jaeger Spooch.
That man called Jaeger certainly had a unique way of talking.
Unique isn't the word I'd use. I had a hard time understanding some of the stuff he said.
An ancient way of speaking lost in this day and age.
What? Are you serious?
It would at least make a good story if that were true.
It's just German. That's it. Okay, cutting through the forest. Again, I see it that one time, and then never again. The item thingy was out here. Let's keep it one way, yeah? What Flynn thinks.
Flynn was asking for Estelle to come back with him, right?
The Knights can't help thinking that the best place for a princess is a castle. He's just worried that he won't be able to keep track of her.
But Estelle decided to set out on this journey on her own, and you want to respect that.
I haven't really thought about it all that much.
The Knights are bound to keep following you, though, as long as Estelle's with you.
And what kind of a guild would we be if we didn't get into trouble with the Knights?
I don't think fighting with the Knights is actually a guild requirement.
But Don Whitehorse made it look so cool. Well, fighting with them, but I'd imagine he'd be strong enough. He kicked our asses with these. Is it over here? Can I get over it? The scheming partners.
Oh, those two scheming together.
What? You mean Kumor and Jaeger?
Yes. Maybe they saw that they had a lot in common with each other.
A lot in common?
Like being raving lunatics. Whatever the case, they made one hell of a combo. Looking at those two made me feel totally normal.
Get a couple of nasty people together and they'll put together some nasty plans. We were right to let Flynn deal with it before things got really out of hand.
This is what you call it, though, right? Oh! Or maybe not. If I'm getting a signal, I'm going the right way.
There's no sign of them.
Looks like they ended up getting away. Where are we anyway?
A forest in central Tolbikia. If I'm right, Torum Harbor is east of here.
We should probably just get to the harbor rather than going back to Heliord.
What? But what about Kumor? Do we just let him go?
I thought the purpose of your journey was to find Pharaoh.
Well,
I wasn't aware brave Vesperia was formed to follow your random whims.
I'm sorry. That was never my intention.
Oh, she's just telling you to relax. Besides, Flynn's on the scene, right? You can be sure he'll take care of things.
Hey, Pharaoh? Brave Vesperia? Start explaining.
Just about to ask the same questions myself.
Oh, hey!
Huh? What the?
What's wrong, Miss Genius Mage? Forget me already? It's me, Raven the Great.
Who the hell do you...
I told you, Raven the Great. Man, you're a scary little kid, you know that?
So, what are you up to?
With all the stuff you've been doing, poor Raven got sent all the way out here to keep an eye on you.
Why would they do that?
First things first. Let's go find an inn at Torum Harbor. I'll tell you everything there. Raven's pretty hungry, you see.
I suppose there's no point in hanging around here. Torum Harbor is a good first step.
Torum Harbor, then. Would that be all right?
Yes, of course. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be selfish.
Okay, let's go.
She's just telling you not to chase two rabbits, basically. You'll end up with neither. We chased them off and that town is saved now from them, so... The meaning of monsters.
We sure have fought a lot of monsters.
Yes, I thought by now they might be more scarce, but...
That sounds like something you'd think, Estelle.
If we could wipe out all the monsters ourselves, we wouldn't need anything like barriers anymore.
But why are there monsters anyway? So that people can defeat them, of course.
I think that's a little extreme.
Well, that's the only thing they're good for. I wonder... It seems there would be some good reason why they exist.
There's no use thinking too hard about it. Get started on that train of thought, and you'll soon be asking yourself why humans exist.
Yes, that's a good question, too.
There you go, making things more complicated, old man.
I was trying to get you to stop thinking about these things, not think about them more.
It's like a ball of yarn. Unravel. That someone keeps knitting and knitting and knitting and knitting. Oh, jeez. Didn't mean to get back attacked. Again, they might be the same old whatchamacallit. I think we're actually going back to the... We did the one. We did Torum. We're just going to the other side now. It's probably spending more time there. Oh, you're just... Alright, I got back attack, that's why. I'm like, I didn't switch you. Alright. I kind of dig that, to be honest with you. It's not even that much of a detriment. It just puts the back row in where you want them. Probably an exploitable way to have it do it without switching, although you gotta...
Will this fight ever end?
It just did.
Huh?
Just gotta be careful not to do it too much. Because you're, working on your, half damage, quarter damage, no damage thingy. Right now with, Judith. Just everybody learn shit.
I know we haven't been gone for long, but I have to say, it still feels good to be back.
Can I get you Pansy some tissues? Or can we go to the inn now? I'm so hungry.
All right, all right.
I don't have any more whatchamacallits for you. You can stay as the doctor. Oh wait, no, it's whatchamacallit. I gotta change it. You know what? You should often be Tekken. That game is either coming out or is out by now. Still a lot to learn. Tekken it, baby. Oh wait, you're not here. Hey, Hachi Mishima is dead. Or maybe he's not, brother.
Synthesis artisans are amazing. They produce such lovely items in such a short time.
Yes, it really is an art. The quality is always second to none, too. And the same artisan is always sneaking into the cities we visit just before we get there.
What?
Are you serious?
Oh yeah. I wish I had half the vitality he has. We're nothing compared to how much he gets around.
Yeah, right, okay. There's no way he could do that.
Really? Do you think it's more likely that the world's full of such skilled artisans?
You too, Judith? You really believe that?
And he must have great instincts, too. We should see about getting him to join Brave Vesperia.
Really? Carol, the next time we meet him, let's see if he'll join.
Right, okay.
Whoa. I think those two actually fell for all that.
The princess and the kids still have a lot to learn.
I hear they're actually using Blastia to do the synthesis.
You know, maybe we got a little carried away.
No stopping him now. Oh, they're gonna be actual shop. Okay. Before doing anything else, follow the path east. You. How strange. The Shoggotham flower is only supposed to open during rainy season, yet look, they're already in full bloom. Wonder if someone's been coming here and watering the ground. Would that just be enough to make these flowers bloom? Another cause for flowers blooming early could be an imbalance in the air. So you're saying that this place... It's okay. Even if my guess is right, the level of air balance can occasionally be found in nature. Plants are simply more sensitive to changes than humans, and they're reacting to that. Wouldn't want to have happen what happened to Heliord happen here. Also true. What the? Really? Ew! The warehouse's aeroblast is... Oh no. Can't believe that dragon freak would do this again. I'm gonna go see. Oh, Rita. Dragon freak, huh? What's all this commotion about? It wasn't you? I plead the fifth. Uh-oh. Yeah, maybe it's just a freak accent. There's nothing left for me to fix. Sorry for your loss. Next time I see that freak, I'm gonna punch him in the stratosphere. Stupid dragon freak. Whoa, scary. I don't know what you're trying to do. It's not causing you any trouble, is it? I already told you. I'm not gonna do anything that would cause any of you harm. She wasn't there. Unless her partner did that. The guild's founding members.
That settles it. Our guild is off and running.
What settles what?
Our guild's gonna be called Brave Vesperia. Estelle came up with it for us.
Brave Vesperia, huh?
Don't tell me you actually got Estelle to become a member.
No. It's just the three of us for now. I'm the boss, and then there's Yuri and Judith, too. What do you think? Pretty awesome, huh?
Yeah, it's amazing. They actually let you be the boss.
I'm pretty capable. I got all the monsters stuff. Keep talking like that, I'm not gonna let you in the guild. The king of brave Vesperia. Enter the Tekken.
Huh. So even the Union can't sit still when it knows a princess of the Empire is out on the loose.
Then the Dawn knows that I'm a candidate for the Imperial throne, too.
Yup. That's why he told me to come keep an eye on you.
So you're here to observe her? That's kind of creepy.
Really?
What? Is it just me?
Anyway, here I finally catch up with you, and I wind up sticking my foot in that mess back there. It hasn't been easy for old Raven.
But why worry so much about Estelle?
It's only natural considering the state of things between the Empire and the Union.
Each side is trying to feel the other out. The Dawn just wants to keep track of their movements.
So, you're all planning on looking for this pharaoh by going to the sands of Kogor?
Yes.
Do you know what sort of place a desert is?
Well, it's hot and dry, and they've got a lot of sand there.
And it gets everywhere.
That's putting it lightly. It's not as easy as all that, though.
Our plan is to get to the area together first.
And then?
Then I guess we'll go around and ask where Pharaoh is.
I don't even know where to begin commenting on that plan. So it's not just that you don't want to go back to the castle anymore, right?
Well...
It'd be easier on old Raven if you did, though. I'm just saying.
No, I'm sorry, but I have to know the truth behind Pharaoh's words.
Huh. Well, the Desier continent actually suits me just fine.
Why is that?
I've got to go to Nordopolica for another errand I'm running for the Don. Have to deliver a letter to Bellius.
Whoa, that's pretty important.
That's the boss of the Colosseum and ruler of Nordopolica, isn't it?
Technically speaking, he's called the Duce.
Good throw.
Do you know what's written in the letter?
It's got something to do with those monsters that attacked Dongrist. In particular about that Pharaoh chap you all are following. The Don thinks Bellius will know something about that monster.
Looks like it just became worth our while to pay this Bellius a visit, too.
Right.
So if you don't mind, Raven here will just tag along with you.
That's fine, but you'll have to follow the laws of brave Vesperia.
Got it. It's not like I can go join in your guild, you know? You understand.
Why can't you join Brave Vesperia?
It's against the rules for anybody to be in two guilds at the same time. And I guess technically speaking, you are a member of Altosk.
What do you mean, technically?
So are we done? I'm gonna go get some rest then.
Okay. What do you think Rita's gonna do?
What indeed?
Does this mean we're on our own until we leave tomorrow?
Yeah, we'll all meet down at the harbor then.
Raven earned the Old Spy title. And partnered with everybody, damn it.
What's the matter, boss?
I don't know if I like you calling me that.
The boss is the boss. What would you have me calling you instead?
Just call me whatever you called me before. This boss thing seems a little over the top. It makes me feel silly to have you calling me that.
Don't you think you'll get used to it?
Well, maybe.
Well, you know way more about guilds than I do, right?
I guess. The boss of a guild has to stand as a role model for everyone else. I wonder if I could be that great of a person.
Come on, it's not like you're expected to be the best boss ever from the very beginning. You can take it a little at a time. For now, our guild has a job to complete.
You're right. First we need to take Estelle to meet Pharaoh. But do you think we'll be able to meet him?
Our guild's job is to figure out a way to meet him. If we can't meet him, we won't get our reward, and people will lose confidence in our abilities. That's all there is to it.
I think we may have picked something a little too tough for our first job.
It's more of a challenge that way, and our reward will be that much bigger, too. Let's make the best of it.
Yeah.
Life bottle, hey! Hey, what's that, didn't I? Carol. Here's the exit. Head outside, spoke to the dog.
I said that I will deal with things in my way of doing, but I let Cumore escape that easily. What a shame. I don't know how I could explain this to Flint. I know. We have Guild's job to deal with rather than Cumore. Yeah, I just can't let him loose. Men of his kind will never learn, and will always repeat the same thing forever. I'll have to do something. I left the Empire and formed a guild for this kind of purpose. He will get what he deserves.
We'll get him like we did Rago and make spaghetti sauce out of him. Head into the western part to find... Oh, hello. Governed by a guild called Palestrale. My business operating the Coliseum. Oh. Does that mean I get to, like, do, like, fights and such there? Homemade popsicles. I've seen that already. Sleep it all. I'm an adult now. What are you girls looking for? It's at the western exit. I'd find, That's it. Oh, you gotta go there to find her.
Are you going to look for that Cumore guy by any chance?
Nah, just going on a walk. Where were you?
Just out for a walk like you.
What you said to Estelle earlier hasn't been gnawing at you, has it?
What I said earlier.
Didn't you say some pretty harsh things to Estelle?
Oh, right. Sorry to beat you to the punch like that.
What? You didn't beat me to the punch on anything.
You were going to tell her the same thing that I did, weren't you?
What, you figured it out? You don't have to apologize for something like that.
All right.
So weren't you going off to look for Cumore after feeling bad about hurting Estelle with what you said?
No, I wasn't. You don't believe me?
You care for other people's feelings a lot more than you let on, I think.
You're a terrible liar, as you said.
No, not at all.
Well, whatever.
What about you? Aren't you going out to look for him?
I told you already, I'm just going for a walk.
I'm just gonna talk to him. Think I'm actually concerned about you, Babaka. That's why they ship us, you know. Two poos in a pod of not hiding our emotions that well.
I'm just incorrigible. Whenever something or someone catches my eye, I forget all about everything else. I really lose sight of everything I was planning on doing beforehand.
Yep, that's about right.
I came to my senses after Judith told me. Until now, I've been dragging the rest of you around with me like there's no tomorrow.
Hey, it could be worse. If you were Empress, one word from you and the entire Empire would run off to do your bidding.
Yeah. I kind of feel like coming with you was the right choice.
Oh yeah?
I've been able to see all sorts of new things. I still don't know whether I'm going to take the Imperial throne, but there are still so many things left to learn about in this world.
And Pharaoh's one of those things?
It scares me to think about it, but I have to know who I am. I have to know what he meant by saying I was the insipid poison of this world.
It sounds like you've made up your mind.
Yuri? I might end up trying to order you guys around again. Next time I do that, yell at me, would ya?
Sure. It's not the sort of personality trait that's easy to fix by yourself. Though there's another guy who's also a tough nut to crack. So I think we'll let him be the one we vent our frustration on.
Well, I'm going back to the inn. I'll see you.
Back to the inn. You're supposed to be here. What's next door, right? Is it in here? Got the girls' room. There's the other one. There you are.
Do you really plan on helping Estelle find that pharaoh whatever?
Yeah, I guess so.
Didn't that thing say that Estelle was an insipid poison or something?
Yeah, I heard.
After something like that, I guess you can't just tell her to forget about the whole thing. But it won't help her if she uses that as an excuse not to deal with the issue of the succession to the throne.
Yeah, I'm worried that might happen.
What are you talking about? That's what is happening.
Yeah, maybe.
But...
You're saying I should take her back to the castle?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying.
It was her decision. We have to let her figure out what she should really do.
You realize it might come to blows with this pharaoh guy, right? She won't get to figure out anything at all if she dies.
She's not gonna die. That's why I'm going with her.
Ugh, have it your way then.
Someone else who also cares more than she lets on. I think she's still, I think she's kind of still dealing internally with the whole explosion thing. She's like, oh, I almost lost me. I almost lost Estelle, too. The only girl my age is like a friend or anything like that. Raven should be out here. Where you is? Okay, you ain't that far out. That's not you. There you are.
I can't believe we have to travel with you.
What, you ain't happy?
Well, I'm not exactly jumping for joy.
You're too glum. Lighten up. Didn't I stand together with you in the face of evil?
That was only because you had to. I still haven't forgotten about what you did at Nor Harbor.
You still remember that. Some people just don't know when to give up.
I'm not about to make a list of all your offenses. Saying that I'd rather not have your company on our trip is already more than enough.
Don't worry, don't worry. I'll be on my best behavior. I behaved myself at Cave Mock and Gasperos, didn't I?
Yeah, that sure would be nice.
What should worry you more is whether or not these old bones will be able to keep up with you youngins for much longer.
You plan on sticking with us until Estelle goes back to the castle?
The Don ordered me to keep an eye on the girl. I ain't got much choice in the matter.
Sounds like a tough job.
I wonder if I could hand her over to the Imperial Knights somewhere.
I can see it in your eyes, old man. You're thinking bad thoughts again.
Nah, not at all.
Well, it's really too bad that you're going to be traveling with us. But might as well make the best of it.
What do you mean, really too bad? Well, whatever. Anyway, Raven the Great is going back to the inn. Later, boy.
Alright, that's everybody. Back to the inn and rest. By speaking to the innkeeper.
Ready to go?
What should we do about Rita?
That one has her own matters to attend to.
That sounds about right.
So, first to the harbor and then find a boat?
Huh? You mean...
Are you coming too?
Yeah.
Wasn't there something you had to go do?
You were going to investigate the air craner, weren't you?
It turns out the one at Cave Mock the Commandant asked me to look into has already been researched. I hadn't really made up my mind about which route to take to research the others.
So you'll be using us to help with your investigations?
Well, there's no guarantee I won't run into trouble like back at Heliord. Anyway, it'll be safer for me this way than going alone.
Nice to see your glowing personality hasn't changed.
This means we'll be able to travel together again. I'm so happy.
Yeah, well, you know, it's no big deal. Anyway, we were going to the harbor, right?
To be young again, I tell ya.
You got something you want to say?
Whoa! Down, girl!
To the harbor, then.
To the harbor. 3 in 1.
The two barrier blastia of this city and Nor Harbor were originally a single blastia.
Did you read that in one of your books back in the castle?
Yes, actually there were 3 pieces. The last piece sunk in the sea between the 2 cities.
I wonder if you could raise that Blastia, and if you sold it, you could live like a king forever.
The Empire would have already done it if they could. Any idiot could come up with that idea.
You don't have to be mean about it.
Are we out of there? East side, there you go again. East side. You can actually see him lug that thing around in his hand. Samurai kind of clipped, because he had the big Hakama.
Oh, Yoder!
Oh, it's you all. We meet again.
So what's a successor to the Imperial throne doing in a place like this?
I've been working with the Dawn to officially seal our Treaty of Friendship.
Is it going well?
Well, I wish I could say it were going better.
I can imagine. That Heracles monstrosity kinda made the Union really not like the Empire.
Yes. And now, prominent members of the Empire are voicing their doubts regarding the Friendship Treaty.
The conditions that Don gave the Empire were for a treaty of equality, after all.
And they are certainly not on equal footing with something like that.
Yes. Had I known about Heracles beforehand, I could have stopped them. But
You didn't know about that thing? You're in line to be Emperor.
I know, but I have no authority over the Imperial Knights.
The Imperial Knights act on orders from the Emperor alone. They do not report to anyone else.
Well then, it's easy. Just become Emperor.
You mean...
Becoming Emperor isn't as simple as that.
Why not?
To ascend to the throne, one must possess the Imperial treasure, Dane Nomos. But Dane Nomos went missing around the time of the Great War, 10 years ago.
Huh. So that's the real story why we still don't have an emperor.
And that's why Rago wanted to get his hands on Dane-Nomos.
What was that, Yuri?
Forget it, it's nothing.
Anyway, is it really okay for an Imperial candidate to be wandering the streets like this?
I was just on my way to Heliord.
Ah, that is closer to Dongress than this place is. Negotiations would probably go smoother there.
I believe so too.
Master Yoder, we should be off.
If you'll please excuse me.
Now we continue to the docks. Out here again? No. Further.
Against that many? You've got to be crazy!
I wouldn't do that even if I had 9 lives.
What's going on?
Halt! If you won't do the work I've paid you for, then I want my money back. Add the Indigo Beasts to the blacklisted guilds.
Oh.
Yes, Madam President.
Isn't that the woman we met at Dayton Hold?
Yeah, that's her all right.
Well, why do you guys know her?
We just met her once a while back. Is she a friend of yours?
I wouldn't say I know her. She's the president of Fortune's Market, one of the 5 master guilds.
In other words, she's one of the top dogs at the Union.
Hey, I just got an idea!
What's up, Carol?
Maybe she could get a boat for us to take across to Desier.
Where's the shot? You further out here? Where'd you go? Oh, hey, now you're over here, okay.
Well, if it isn't Mr. Yuri Lowell, you've come at just the right time.
Huh, I guess those wanted posters really do work.
Listen, I've got a job that would be just perfect for you.
Hard labor, huh?
I like a man who can cut to the chase. As you may have heard, schools of mermen often attack cargo ships at this time of year.
Huh? But I thought there was another guild that always served as your escort.
It seems the leader of the mercenary guild I hire passed away suddenly, so they aren't available. The other Guardian Guild simply has no backbone. I don't know what to do.
What was the name of that Guardian Guild you mentioned?
The Blood Alliance.
Gee, I wonder what could have happened to them.
You're all as guilty as I am. Hate to disappoint you, but we're in the middle of something right now, so see you around.
Wait, Yuri, what about the boat?
Did you say boat?
We've made a guild of our own.
We're called Brave Vesperia.
That's a wonderful name. Well then, shall we talk business? Mutual gain is one of the basics of all business, you know. You scratch my back, I'll scratch yours.
Sorry, but like I said, we're in the middle of a job. We can't take on anything else right now.
We won't call it business then. Let's just say we'll cooperate as 2 guilds helping each other out. That way we won't be going against any guild principles. There are various incentives for getting along with me, you know.
Well...
Alright, we can talk, but we need to go to Nordopolica. We can't afford any detours.
Fine with me. The mermen are only a problem in the waters near here. As long as I get to another port, I'm good. Once we arrive, I won't have any trouble making arrangements with another ship.
Wow, she means business. Literally.
So, do we have a deal?
I have the sinking feeling we just got tricked into something.
Fortune's Market isn't known as the best group of salesmen under the sun for nothing.
This isn't so bad. Now we have a way to cross over to Desier.
I'll even throw in a bonus for all of you.
Bonus? What do you mean?
If we arrive safely in Nordopolica, I'll give you the boat we used to get there.
Ooh, free boat.
Really?
The boat looks pretty beat up, but it's still a good deal.
Right?
So these mermen must be pretty tough customers if you're willing to part with the boat.
I'll leave that to your imagination.
figured as much.
Marvelous. We have a contract then. Now that we've settled the details, I'd like you to get to work right away. Just let me know when you've made your preparations.
Okay then. Let's sail, red-headed mama.
This is the Fiertia. She'll be your ship as soon as you've escorted her to Nordopolica. And this man is Tokunaga of Gull's Song, a maritime guild affiliated with Fortune's Market.
I'm Tokunaga. Very nice to meet you.
He's only on board for this voyage, so next time be sure to hire your own pilot. We're not in a hurry, but these are important negotiations, so I really appreciate the help.
What is the ship's cargo?
That's confidential information.
It's nothing we should be worried about, is it?
Relax. We've got it covered. All right. Head towards Nordopolica. Go directly southwest from Torum Harbor, and you'll see the Desier continent. Nordopolica is at the eastern edge.
I hope you won't mind if I go over the Fiertia's controls for you.
I don't know.
You can only disembark from the ship where you see a dock, a port, or a beach. You won't be able to get onto land where there are cliffs. Of course, the ship can't pass over rocks, but you'll also have to keep her out of the shallows around islands. You might be able to take her into some rivers, if they're deep enough. However, if there's a bridge spanning the river, you won't be able to take her under. We wouldn't want to clip off our mast.
Control camera. I think to rotate towards the north. Pushable button. Enterboard land. Bring up the main menu. Camera. Okay, R2L. Okay. Upper shoulder buttons are the move forward and back. We get skits on the boat too.
And that's about it.
Okay. Oh, you just go. Where do you? Oh, now moving. This is so bad. Uh-oh, someone's seasick.
We just started out and we're already working with one of the 5 master guilds. This is good.
Yeah, you're one step closer to making your dream a reality, Carol. Aren't you happy?
You talking to the kid? He's over there mumbling about something.
Merman. The first thing had to be Merman. Brave Vesperia has some bad luck. What's the president of Fortune's Market gonna think of us if we fail? This is bad. This is so bad.
I don't think he's very happy. He's just being careful, that's all.
That's not being careful. That's running and hiding.
Merman and no iced lump in Bremerton. Let's see. Capua Nor. That's the Capua Nortorum. Actually, I wonder if that's different. What was it? South? That's not south.
It'll be nice if we don't run into the mermen, won't it?
That's pretty wishful thinking.
You're quite the pessimist for your age, girlie.
I'm just a realist.
Anyway, thanks for your help. Looks like we're gonna make it there on time.
Yeah, Leviathan's Claw was going to beat us there if we hadn't found an escort for the ship.
Leviathan's Claw, huh? That's a name I seem to be hearing a lot lately.
Oh? They're the guild that's specializing in sales of Hopeland Blastia.
Oh, that explains the situation in Heliord.
Lately, they've been trying to steal our clients from us. If we weren't able to cross the sea, they would have swiped up another one of our major customers.
Still, you can't help but wonder where those slime balls are getting their product from.
Indeed. Hopeland Blastia isn't exactly the easiest thing in the world to get one's hands on.
You don't think the Empire is behind this? No, that couldn't be. It's mages that are supervising the Blastia distribution.
Ah, right on time.
Everyone, be careful!
They're here.
The world's spinning. I think I'm getting seasick.
Strength, intimidating appearance.
Did that monster just say something?
That voice sounds familiar.
Well, well, aren't you a chatty monster?
Hey, yeah, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Man, could you be any weaker?
Might not be what you call it at all. It might be a Johnny Jones situation, but for now... Linz McCracken! Ah, dang it. I get it, and then I get hit. Yeah, they're blowing up like monsters, so maybe not. Ah, and then I get over there, and it's too far away for me to do it? I'm hitting R2.
You're true to your reputation. I was right to bring you along.
I tell you, Brave Vesperia doesn't have any shame in working an old man down to the bone, even while I'm looking for Apatheia and doing all sorts of other things.
Apatheia? Isn't that what you were looking for back in Nor Harbor?
That's right.
That's nothing but a fairy tale. I researched it a while back, but eventually I realized that there's simply no way it can theoretically exist.
I'm well aware people think it's a fairy tale.
Why are you looking for it?
Well, because the Don told me to.
It's still alive.
Don't tell me. Yep.
Patty!
That's why it spoke.
Well, that was a pleasant voyage.
Can you really call it a voyage when you're in a monster's belly?
What are you doing all the way out here? I was hunting for treasure when I fell into the ocean, but a nice monster came to play with me.
Oh, I'm glad you didn't become part of a complete breakfast.
This is all well and good, but can we get the ship back on course?
Yeah, sure.
Eh?
So that wasn't all of them.
I've healed him, but he should still rest for a while.
Well, this is a real problem. I don't suppose any of you know how to pilot a ship.
I can do it.
Hmm? Hee.
Patty, you can?
If you're gonna travel around the world, you'd better be able to at least pilot a ship.
Then I'd like to ask you to be in charge of piloting this vessel.
You gotta be kidding me.
Ah, of course. We've made much better time than I thought. We could even afford to make a side trip or two. I'll leave the course up to you.
With a ship, we can go practically anywhere we want.
Estelle, I know you want to look for Pharaoh, but don't you think we have more important things to do for the moment?
Do you think?
I'll do what I want. Don't worry about me.
We just started our guild. We should err on the safe side, don't you think, Carol?
Yeah.
All right. Then feel free to give me directions about our course.
Okay then. Don't travel too far into the fog. There's a shit ton of side quests about to embark.